I wanted to start by talking about how much diversity we now recognise across our colleagues, some of whom we will have known for years. The easy elements of diversity to recognise are that we all have different homes and different decorations, different book collections and different qualities of Wi-Fi. But we also understand more deeply now that we all have different pressures on each and every one of us, and everyone ultimately leads a life dissimilar to our own. And yet, throughout coronavirus, we've all proven that we can work together without judgment and found resolutions to any challenges these diversities bring to our relationships or our performance. The DfE's 2019 attainment reports suggest that up to 1 in 5 learners in the UK left education without any basic qualifications, and our data at Cognassist shows that up to 1 in 3 learners are known to have a neurodiversity. I'm sure we all know deep down that this cohort of 20% of learners DfE reports may fail to secure basic qualifications will be in the majority of those with an unidentified and unmet neurodiversity. And now we face a torrent of adult learners coming in to reskill, as well as young workers needing to prepare themselves for sustainable employment. The Institute for Fiscal Studies has stated that coronavirus has impacted the poorest households the most. How many of these adults needing reskilled will be the ones who were failed in education their first time around? My question to you is, why simply aim to get back to where we were? What if, instead of aiming to get back on track, we shift our focus to building back better? Inclusive education is not merely a way of integrating more learners into mainstream education, but rather an approach that can transform education processes in order to meet the needs and diversity of a range of learners. Now is the time that the education system can cater to all learners equally. As we pick up the pieces and take a more proactive perspective towards ways of working and ways of learning, let's instill a truly inclusive approach that helps every learner reach their full potential. Reskilling adults that are currently capable of working will be key to helping the economic recovery. The requirements of both the economy and society have changed. There will be roles that are no longer required and a surge in demand in other areas, and a huge opportunity to upskill. We need to help meet this demand and ensure that education, reskilling and retraining are positioned as exciting and empowering opportunities rather than daunting or overwhelming experiences. Research by Schuller in 2002 and a similar study by Feinstein and Hammond in 2004 showed that participation in adult education has positive impacts on older adults' psychological well-being. But negative or unfulfilling past experiences in education are linked to low educational self-esteem that can persist for life. My colleague, Dr. Louise Kowalski, is running a workshop tomorrow to explore the impact of cognitive diversity on these barriers and share practical steps you can take at your organisation to overcome them. I encourage you to join her. As well as attending tomorrow's workshop, I wanted to give you some practical actions you can take away from my time with you now. First, we need information. Cognitive assessments should be embedded into delivery models. If you can understand how someone thinks and learns, you can train them more effectively. Capturing this information should be baked into your programs. Second, we need to foster knowledge. Educators should be trained in cognition and be cognitive diversity aware. Empower educators with the knowledge of cognition and the how and the why to adapt their delivery at point of delivery so that we can attain wisdom. The delivery of a personalised approach to learning by providing an educator with their learners' cognitive information will improve learner outcomes for the same amount of time spent with the learner. You can harness this power to deliver the best experiences to your learners. I hope these tips will be helpful for you and your teams. We want to help your organisations play a vital role in not only business recovery, but building something that accelerates our collective recovery. We have recently released a white paper on how to overcome barriers to learning for adult learners that you can find on our website and social channels. I hope you'll join us on our mission to drive real change at this vital moment in time, to help us create a world where no learner is left behind.